What if I told you that the birthplace of American freedom was once a city of mud, smoke, and fear? A place where yellow fever could erase entire families overnight, where wooden houses pressed so close together that fire could swallow whole streets in minutes, and where liberty was debated while thousands lived in chains. Using AI, we're bringing 18th century Philadelphia back to life. Not as a postcard, but as a living, breathing city you've never truly seen. In the early 1700s, Philadelphia was already one of the most important cities in the American colonies. From above it looked orderly, with neat grids of streets stretching away from the Delaware River, but on the ground it was anything but clean or calm. Unpaved roads turned to thick mud after rain, open gutters carried waste through the streets, and the air smelled of smoke, livestock, and rot as the city grew faster than it could control. Walk these streets, and you'd hear them before you saw them. Horse hooves striking stone, market vendors shouting prices, ship bells ringing from the harbor, men in linen coats hurrying past enslaved laborers hauling crates, barefoot children weaving through crowds, and merchants watching the sky, praying their goods survived another fire season. Philadelphia was wealthy but fragile. One spark, one outbreak, one harsh winter was all it took. Yellow fever haunted the city like a curse. When it came, people fled. Those who stayed shuttered windows and whispered prayers. Doctors bled patients without knowing they were making things worse. And church bells rang so often, residents stopped counting the dead. This wasn't just history. It was a daily gamble with death. And yet this same city spoke endlessly about freedom. Inside meeting halls, men debated rights, liberty, and the future of a nation, while outside enslaved Africans were bought, sold, and worked. Hope and hypocrisy walking the same streets as revolutionary dreams were born, and injustice remained invisible to many. At night, Philadelphia changed again as lantern light barely pierced the darkness. Crime thrived in alleys. Fires burned unchecked until bells summoned bucket brigades. Wooden homes groaned in the cold. Ships creaked along the river, and someone was always awake, afraid of what morning might bring. Philadelphia didn't become history by accident. It survived disease, fire, war, and contradiction, and through it all shaped the ideas that would define an entire nation. Imperfect, unclean, but real. And now, for the first time, we can see it again. And if you think this city was intense, wait until you see what New York looked like just a few decades later.